Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. Week 6 is finally here and it's time for me to start releasing some of my picks here for this week as we are already a third of the way through the NFL season. And I have a couple of picks here starting for the Thursday night game between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears that I am feeling really good about. And with the first one, I'm going with the Chicago Bears -7 here now. I'm buying the half point as they currently sit at 7.5, but there isn't a lot of chalk with them at 7.5, and buying the half point at most books will only bring you up to -115 in the price. And that's where I think the value is going to lie here with the Bears as a touchdown favorite. No David Wilson for the New York Giants. That's going to make their running game even more inept than it has already been this season, as they have started the year 0-5 against the spread and 0-5 straight up. And with the Chicago Bears defense very, very good, losers of 2 straight games, they're going to be desperate, and I think they're going to come out and blitz Eli Manning all game because they do not have any resemblance of a run or screen game here for the New York Giants. On the flip side, the Chicago Bears very good on offense so far this season, but Jay Cutler has been shaky throughout the last couple of games, but I think that's going to be fixed very quickly. Even though it is a short week and defenses normally outplay offenses, the New York Giants defense is outrageously bad, and I think Jay Cutler, Mark Trestman, and those guys will be able to exploit them here this week. The Bears not that good at home against the spread. However, I do think that's one of the reasons why they could be slightly undervalued in this game. As you know, some of the books already have this line up to 9 points in favor of the Bears. In fact, 9.5 is where this line opened. So I do think the value is starting to emerge here with this Thursday night football game as more people take points with the Giants. I think the Bears are starting to create some value here for Chicago at -7. As I mentioned, New York winless so far against the spread and straight up, which means that the G-men likely going to be undervalued here a little bit. But with the Bears here, if they only have to worry about one part of their offense, which is the passing game, outstanding cornerback duo of Jennings and Peanut Tillman going to be very, very good against the New York Giants wide receivers Victor Cruz and Hakeem Nicks. I cannot see any way the New York Giants cover in this game. I think Chicago going to have a double-digit victory in this one. So with the first pick, I'm going with the Bears -7, buying the half point down to -115. Second game for you I have is the Arizona Cardinals heading into San Francisco to play the 49ers, where the Niners come in as 11.5 point favorites with a total of 41 points. Very, very high spread and a very, very low total, and that says to me that I think the underdogs here of double digits with the Arizona Cardinals going to have some value. Obviously, the Cardinals offense has been stinky this year. Bruce Arians and that crew very underperforming here this season with no run game to speak of. But going into San Francisco, they're going to have to pass, and that is how you beat the San Francisco 49ers. But with a spread of 41 points, or with a total of 41 points, that would really mean that the 49ers have to hold Arizona to under 10 points, and I just don't think that's going to happen. I think this could be a very, very low-scoring game because the Cardinals defense, as I said, may be one of the more undervalued units in the entire NFL. So far, Arizona is 4-1 against the spread this season, and as 11.5 point underdogs, I think they can go into San Francisco and cover here. I sincerely doubt the Niners will be able to beat Arizona by double figures in this game. I like Patrick Peterson on Anquan Boldin this week. I think he will start to shut down that passing attack for San Francisco, and they're going to be forced to run the ball against Arizona. But like I said, pretty good run defense in itself as well. Arizona's covered 2 of their last 3 against San Francisco as well, and with the 49ers injuries throughout this season, as well as they really haven't been that good at home to begin with, I think the Arizona Cardinals can come in here and make this a single-digit loss and another cover, making them 5-1 against the spread this week against the San Francisco 49ers. So take the Arizona Cardinals plus 11.5, add that to the Bears -7 on we're buying the half point on Thursday night, and best of luck to you on both of these. I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of The Sharp Pick.